Hi, I'm Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm in Birmingham, Alabama, and I want to talk about for a couple of minutes the difference between a workers' compensation case in Alabama and a personal injury case, and how sometimes they combine or intersect, while at other times they have nothing to do with each other. A workers' compensation case in Alabama is when somebody gets hurt on the job and their employment setting is as such that comes under the Alabama workers' compensation laws. They get hurt on the job, they have an injury, then they make a claim for workers' comp benefits, and as part of that is medical care, potentially compensation, those types of things. This set of laws is an exclusive remedy and set of laws against the employer for being hurt on the job. Well, there are a few exceptions. I'm not going to get into those exceptions today or in this video, but I want to talk about how does that interplay when dealing also with personal injury cases. Well, a person can have an on-the-job injury that is also a personal injury claim, but it won't be against the same entity. The workers' compensation case is against the employer. The personal injury case could potentially be against third parties, other people or other entities, corporations, companies, but not the employer. For example, if you drive as a delivery driver for your company and you're involved in an automobile accident and it's not to your fault, meaning that another driver hit you, collided with you, and caused personal injuries, you'd have a workers' compensation claim against the employer potentially. You might also have personal injury claims against third parties who caused or created the accident that led to those same injuries. Completely set of laws that are different than work comp, different legal theories, different defenses, just completely separate. However, you can still pursue that. Different types of damages. In an Alabama personal injury case, potentially compensatory damages and punitive damages may be available. Punitive damages would mean to punish the company or the person who hit you from doing what they did. Compensatory may mean for pain and suffering, lost wages, emotional distress, and the like. In an Alabama workers' compensation case, you can't get any of those types of damages. It's typically based on your permanent impairment rating if you have one. In some instances, it could also be based on a vocational disability claim or loss if you can't go back to your old job, but it also depends on the type of injuries that you have. So there's lots of differences, there's lots of nuances in the law. Most of the time, if you have a workers' compensation case and it's not involving third parties, that's going to be exclusively against the employer. However, there are certain situations where work comp does not apply to an injured worker's workplace injury situation. It could be that the employer doesn't have enough employees to qualify under the Work Comp Act, so there may be other legal theories that could be pursued. If you have one of these situations, if this is confusing, because it can quite be confusing, please give us a call. We've been dealing with these types of cases for many, many years. We can help sort it out and figure out the best course of action for you. 205-930-6900, that's our office number in Birmingham, Alabama. Nomberglaw.com is our website. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and tell us why you liked it. And if you didn't, we'd like to hear about that as well. Subscribing to this YouTube channel will ensure you'll get future videos. We're also going to be found on Facebook and Twitter.